lives off the grid.
So essentially I just live out there on the land for free in a trailer.
Feeds on squirrels that he traps. This is no joke.
No electricity, no water, and most of the time no heat. School of Forestry manages about 50,000 acres in northern Arizona, and part of that is a field campus, and that's the part that I'm a caretaker for, and just kind of take care of things out there, whatever they need done. I like to joke that every time I turn my computer on, I feel my soul kind of sucked out my fingertips into the hard drive, but it's nice to have that place to go back to, especially when things get busy at school.
David Govea currently sits in second in Ram overall points heading into the single buck, where he'll face Cal Poly's Shane Elder.
All right, gentlemen, timer's ready.
This is 19 inches of white pine, Kevin. These guys are using laser cut single buck saws now, 6 to 6.5 feet long. Remember, on the West Coast, they are only allowed to use factory-made old-school saws in the collegiate ranks, but David Govea has been training with Brandon Sergai, and it's got a beautiful stroke of the lung. I like it because on the pull stroke, you see those wood fibers coming out. It's not just concentrating on the push stroke.
Yeah, you want to see equal piles of noodles on both sides of the log, and that's what David Govea's got. Drives it off, a really nice clean cut. It's good to see a West Coast college competitor pull off a good cut like that.
David Govea's cut sets the pace at just over 24 seconds. Now, current leader Idaho's Burl Wade steps to his log to face the University of Montana's Clay Stevenson. To ensure sole possession of first place, Wade will have to post a 24-second time or better.
So much of this cut determined by those first couple of strokes. I gotta be honest, Dave, though, Burl Wade, he doesn't have I might have just jinxed him. He doesn't have a lot of experience with these custom racing saws, but he's running it very cleanly.
Well, you know, he's trying to cut the near and the far wood on the same push stroke, and it's not the way these saws are meant to run. But holy cow, stand number 2 not waiting around at all. Right around the 23-second mark. Burl Wade is going to be in the 20s. Not the best time. Going into the underhand chop, could use a few more Ram points.
Burl Wade stumbles in the single buck while Montana's Clay Stevenson posts the fastest time in the single buck. In the final heat of single buck, Nevada Reno's Scott Carpenter steps in to face Oregon State's Cody Laban.
I'm keeping my eye on Cody Laban right now at stand number 2. This guy is bringing the speed. The size of him, though, he could use another third of the saw. That saw is 6 feet. Not running the whole thing. He needs to be basically banging the handle on the end of the log.
Yeah, banging the handle and sucking the nose of that saw right back in the block. There's steel showing on both ends. Coming in around 19.5 seconds or so. That's going to be our new top time.
Cody Laban posts the fastest collegiate single buck time at just over 20 seconds, previously held by Ben Hansen at the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point at 22 seconds.
Single buck, I practiced just a handful of times, I was just hoping for the best, kept my form down, and I got it.
Coming up, the caretaker from Northern Arizona, David Govea. Idaho's Burl Wade will battle head-to-head for a chance to represent the West at the championship in Pigeon Forge. But heading to the championship is not all that's at stake for this lumberjack.
Yeah, it would mean a lot. Our school's worked hard over the last 4 or 5 years to kind of rebuild our team, and we've really struggled just getting funds and equipment and support. And I think this would really go a long ways to getting our team a little more support, and maybe some cash we can buy some equipment with.
Shift the balance of power decisively in your favor. The exclusive 8-speed transmission and rotary shifter in the 2013 Ram 1500. Engineered to move heaven and earth. Guts, glory, Ram. The new Ram 1500. Motor Trend's 2013 Truck of the Year.
We are Steel. German-engineered chainsaws and landscape products.
The majority of which are made here in America by Americans.
And exported to over 90 countries around the world.
Find out why steel is #1 in America at steelusa.com.
The Steel Timber Sports Collegiate Challenge, presented by Ram, official truck of the Steel Timber Sports Series, Guts, Glory, Ram. And by Steel, the #1 selling brand of chainsaws worldwide.
The Steel Timber Sports Collegiate Challenge, hosted by the University of Montana, continues. Heading to the final event for the day, David Govea holds a 1-point lead over Idaho's Burl Wade.
Here's our marquee matchup. David Govea, Northern Arizona, up against Burl Wade from the University of Idaho. First and second place, 20 and 19 points. If these guys don't melt down, this might be the deciding factor right here.
Both collegiate lumberjacks are battling for a chance to represent the West in the Collegiate Challenge Championship in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. But David Govea hopes a run to the championship will help Northern Arizona rebuild its forestry club.
Our school's worked hard over the last 4 or 5 years to kind of rebuild our team, and we've really struggled just getting funds and equipment and support. And I think this would really go a long ways to getting our team a little more support, and maybe some cash we can buy some equipment with. It'd be great. Good for our team.
For Burl Wade, he hopes to follow in the footsteps of his next-door neighbor, a current professional steel timber sports athlete and former Western collegiate champion.
It would be really awesome because it hasn't happened in a long time. And right now, Walt Page in the Pro Series, we're neighbors back home. That would be really awesome if 2 people from Toll House could go to Pigeon Forge.
You'll wonder if Govea will be given the advantage here just based on he's had the experience of being on this stage before. He's been in this situation before. Burl Wade probably technically a better cutter.
We've seen a lot of foot movement over on stand number 4 from Burl Wade, but look at the opening swing from Burl Wade. He just about brought down the girders.
Yeah, Burl Wade's putting in 1.5 swings for every one of David Govea's. This log, 13 inches, they're gonna have to keep breathing. The lactic acid can build up in a chop that can take up around 45 seconds. Look at that, Burl Wade just maintaining that big reach, pulling that axe into the log. And well, there's the turn, Govea.
Right to the maker's mark, as we say. That axe just disappearing in the block. Taking about 3 hits on that opening side, though. They weren't going where he wanted, and the miss hits continue.
This is going to be close. Burl Wade's axe seems to be sticking. The chips are not moving out. And here goes Govea.
Govea! He put in a monster front, a 44-second cut for David Govea.
Well, there you go, Kevin. I think that experience from last year, he knew, put a big front in, maybe play games with his opponent, let him turn early. First to turn, last to finish. David Govea, a professional attitude.
Look at the monster front in that block. He cut almost 3/4 of the log on the front side, had almost no work to do on the back side. I kind of chalked him up in that chop. Way to bring it home.
It's time for the Ram Guts and Glory moment.
I'm keeping my eye on Cody LeBon right now at stand number 2. This guy is bringing the speed.
Coming in around 19.5 seconds or so. That's going to be our new top time.
The Ram Guts and Glory moment. Guts, Glory, Ram.
David Govea takes the title of the Western Regional Steel Timber Sports Collegiate Challenge champion. He'll represent his division and Northern Arizona University, the championship in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Glad to see you. You look like you got 12 or 14 strong here. Means a lot to Northern Arizona. What's the deal? You going to Disneyland now?
Probably not. Go back to the trailer.
Yep, back to the trailer and back to training. Well done, David. I got to say, congratulations. Exciting time.
Here goes Govea! He put in a monster front, a 44-second cut.